help it. Vote-ug-thon. Vote-ug-thon. Say it with me at home. Vote-ug-thon. My name is Colin Johnson. I am your MC this evening. You'll be seeing my nose pop out of my mask from time to time. And I hope that that doesn't bother you. I just want to begin by extending a very warm and enthusiastic thank you to everyone at home for tuning in to Vote-ug-thon, a night of music and comedy dedicated to getting out the vote, yes, but also raising awareness about and taking a collective stand against voter suppression and the threat that it poses to our democracy. Woo! The crowd roars. So whether you're joining us on Facebook, YouTube, or MCAT Local Live, we're asking that, in addition to enjoying the amazing performances that we have planned for you this evening, that you, the viewers and fellow ballot holders, get engaged and stay engaged through Vote-ug-thon, and even after you're done watching, all the way up until Election Day, November 3rd. Like voting, Vote-ug-thon is something free that requires action. So, in order to earn admission and your admission wristband to Vote-ug-thon, we're asking everyone watching at home tonight, tonight's live stream, we're asking everyone watching tonight's live stream at home to take 5 direct actions to get out the vote and raise awareness regarding voter suppression. The first thing you can do is donate to one organization working to fight voter suppression. Number 2, write 2 letters to friends and or family and make sure they have a plan to cast their ballots. 3, call 3 people and check on their voting plan. 4, amplify the work of 4 organizations fighting voter suppression. Share their websites, share their fundraisers, their initiatives, content, and tools across your social media platforms. And 5, text 5 friends about voting and tell them to text 5 more friends. 5 direct actions that we're asking you to take tonight. And that's not all. I should have said that like a game show host. And that's not all. Tonight, we also want to see you, the viewers, here in Missoula and across Montana in action. So, we're asking that each of you, while you're watching, post a photo of or even describe how you are taking action against voter suppression on your social media accounts using the hashtag Vote-ug-thon. That's all one word, hashtag Vote-ug-thon, which our Vote-ug-thon volunteers, Sophia and Kendra, they're going to walk on. They're not wearing costumes. They are going to track the progress of the Vote-ug-thon hashtag throughout the night. Our goal is to reach 500 hashtags before the event is over. 500. And we'll keep you all updated on the impact of your actions on our Vote-ug-thon thermometer, which I believe was made for us by local artist Jack Metcalf. Thank you so much, Jack. It looks incredible. We have some pink liquid that we're going to be putting in this tonight, which does not actually, it's not really meant to evoke a thermometer so much as it is about the pinkness inside us all. I have no idea what I'm saying. Before we dive into tonight's first performance, I want to give a shout out to 4 organizations fighting the good fight to end voter suppression both here in Montana and across the nation. And I'll be talking about these organizations a little bit more later in the night. But we have Western Native Voice. We also have Black Voters Matter, Montana Women Vote, and the 1700 for Liberation. You can find out more about those organizations. Links are on the Vote-ug-thon website. And like I said, these are just 4 organizations of many that are doing invaluable work, which we can amplify as individual members of our communities by sharing their websites, fundraisers, initiatives, and tools across social media. Not only tonight, but leading up to the election and following it. To learn more about these organizations, like I said, check the Vote-ug-thon website. It's at juniortheband.com/Vote-ug-thon. Now, without further ado, and my nose finally secured in my mask, I'd like to welcome to the stage the folks responsible for putting THON together. Junior.
Thank you, Colin.
Thanks, Colin. Thank you.
Thank you to the ZAC also and to MCAT for providing the infrastructure for us to be able to do this. Yeah. You ready? Ready, girls?
Ready. Getting too much sun on your skin. How much are their eyes paying you to get into what you are getting in? It was a long time ago now, when we thought we could work it out. Your arms wrapped around my knees. I knew I had to set you free. Were you calling just to say hi? Was there something else on your mind? My love is a little lost. Not the same, but it's not gone. I know I'm not allowed to call you on the phone, but I'm getting tired of being either loved or gone. I know I'm not allowed to stop by your home, but I'm getting tired of being either loved or gone. Were you calling just to say hi? Was there something else on your mind? My love is a little lost. Not the same, but it's not gone. Thanks. Thank you.
Singing in a mask
So quiet in here.
to a mostly empty room. We're fine. Think about the comedians.
Yay! Kia's gonna fill the space with her laughter. sitting at the bar. Waves are still licking, hard as they want. Sure, things are fading out faster than not. I don't remember getting here. I just remember being here. This drink is just another thing taking over all of the dreams. I've been trying to be honest when I can. I've been telling all my secrets when I can. I've been keeping everyone else's when I can. When I can. In the deep woods where it's easy, I could tell you almost anything. This building with all the TVs, I can't even see your coloring tricks. I don't remember getting here. I just remember being here. This drink is just another thing taking over all of the dreams. I've been trying to be honest when I can. I've been telling all my secrets when I can. I've been keeping everyone else's when I can. When I can. When I can. Thank you.
Thanks. You want me to talk? Is that what you're saying?
Want us to talk?
Thank you all for joining us on your live streams. Yeah, we just felt, I don't know if you feel this way too, but sort of helpless and powerless in the face of voter suppression. And as the election gets closer and closer, just an impending sense of black dread, like a lot of existential dread all the time. So we thought, you know what, we're artists, we're musicians, what can we do? How can we use our unique skills and talents to do what we can to fight? So that's what we're doing, and we hope that you're doing the same thing with the tools and skills that you have. And we hope you're taking those 5 direct actions and using that hashtag #VoteUgThon. Yeah, because we have some red milk to pour in that thermometer.
Yeah, we have some food coloring and milk to pour into our thermometer for every person who hashtags this event and tells the world about what it is they are doing, what direct actions they're taking to prevent voter suppression, because we all need to vote here. I know Colin mentioned it earlier, but we don't presume that everybody's tuning in for all 3 hours, so I'm going to say it again. If you go to our website, we're juniortheband.com. We have like a full takeover with all the information that you need to do all the things that we are suggesting that you do right there. We're going to play some more music. And I also want to tell y'all that like the lineup of musicians tonight is insane. Like I got to hear the sound check, and I don't know, I'm going to go find a corner to cry in because everyone sounds amazing. So y'all are in for a treat. Please, if you can, stay tuned in for those 3 hours because there's some great stuff. Cool.
Jenny.
Caroline. Okay, we'll try this. So I'll go like, oh, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. I got nothing better to do than to lay around thinking about you. And you got somewhere better to be than to lay around thinking about me. Oh, the faucet, let it drip while I picture your hands on my hips, and the dog, he wants out, just can't stop thinking about how you cut me loose. I got no excuse. But I got nothing better to do than to lay around thinking about you. And you got somewhere better to be than to lay around thinking about me. Oh, supply and demand in the arms of some other man. Oh, the needles and the spools are mending, defending the rules. My heart is spent, can't pay the rent. I got nothing better to do than to lay around thinking about you. And you got somewhere better to be than to lay around thinking about. I got nothing better to do than to lay around thinking about you. You got somewhere better to be than to lay around thinking about me. Thanks, y'all. There's so many people to thank. We've got Ken Grindy. He's being our stage manager tonight, which is really exciting because I don't know if we can manage ourselves. Yeah, I'm going to tune this real quick if you want to say anything else about the cause.
We got to thank Chris Bauman and Mikayla and Kia, everybody from the ZAC for making this happen, and from MCAT.
Thank you, MCAT.
And our amazing thermometer fillers, Kendra McQuillan and Sophia Jensen. They're hiding in the dark.
Yeah, we need to thank Colin Johnson for stepping up as MC. Not an easy job. And we definitely need to thank all of the other artists who are performing tonight. Wilma Laverne Minor, Ash Natani, Corey Faye, Farch, and
Jesse Haddon.
Jesse Haddon.
And then our comedians, if you didn't already know, are Sarah Aswell and Nathan St. Ange. And man, we saw Nathan do a set earlier this summer, and it was just transcendent. Like, I got transported to a different place, and I liked being there. So I'm really excited to see what happens with that later tonight. Okay, I'm going to sing one more song. Oh, yeah, Junior will play a couple more songs, and then we'll move on to some more genius speeches by Colin, and then more music. So just so you know where we are. And we'll probably see you again at the end of the night, too. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Will come spilling out of Charlie's any minute now. Any minute now. And someone should take her car keys. She'll probably hit a cow. They're all black anyhow. It's after 2, but I ain't tired. So throw another table leg on the fire. And I'll play the songs you like, jukebox until first light. 'Cause I never was a dancer. I ain't out back 'cause I'm underage. I'm just not ready for the stage. And a song's the only answer. The sky was black and starry, like a parking lot full of broken glass. And there's 3 girls trying to go home with Benji. He says either they'll get cozy or they'll kick my ass. Now this one's wrestling the bartender, while I refuse to play John Denver. But I might play some Ween, White Snake, or Bon Jovi, 'cause the song's the only answer. Why would you ever leave? I got 50 dead tunes up my sleeve, and I never was a dancer. Thanks. Okay, I gotta switch instruments one more time. Sorry.
I think we're doing okay for time. What does it look like, Ken? Okay. Dope.
Okay.
Sweet. We get to introduce Sarah, right? Sick. I haven't prepared anything, but just off the cuff, a lot of nice things to say about her.
I don't know how she does it.
Everybody get their ballots in the mail. Did you put them in your box? Your mailbox? I haven't done mine yet. Tom did his. I haven't done mine. I'm gonna. I need like a quiet space. Yeah.
Light a candle.
Need my Google machine ready to go.
Yeah.
Those initiatives always trip me up.
Right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready? Is it Blue Bee Room?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. I got it. right. I was wrong. Do you really want to talk about it still? Didn't know it was a lie till I said it out loud. Should've told you wasn't gonna work out. Wasn't gonna work out. Wasn't gonna work out. Wasn't gonna work out. What's this here? Feels like oil. What's this here? Darkening the soil. Wasn't gonna work out. Wasn't gonna work out. Wasn't gonna work out. Wasn't gonna work out. I worry about you in your blue bathroom. I worry about you in your blue bathroom. I worry about you in your blue bathroom. I worry about you. I'm a wall. Bristles when it's hot. A bowl of rocks when it's not. I wanna give you heartburn in your head. You feel nothing instead. Wasn't gonna work out. Wasn't gonna work out. Wasn't gonna work out. I worry about you in your blue bathroom. I worry about you in your blue bathroom. Wasn't gonna work out. 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 Thank you. Who's gonna introduce her? Who's gonna do it?
Maybe we could each say, let's each say a sentence about Sarah Aswell, who's coming up next. Sarah is a comic, and Sarah has fundamentally changed the way the comedy scene in Missoula works, and even in Montana, I would say farther out than Missoula. She hosts a monthly women and non-binary comedy workshop, and I've been lucky enough to take some classes, and it's sort of like going to grad school, but you get to laugh a lot more than when you're in grad school. And I'm going to pass it to Ermina to say something about Sarah Aswell.
She's also a freelance writer, and she gets to be published in like Forbes and a lot of other places I can't think of right now. She's a genius. So we're really lucky to have her tonight.
And I'm just going to say that she's also a style icon and has amazing hair.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Aswell!
Yes, Sarah Aswell.
Thank you, Junior. Oh my gosh. Those three ladies are the best. I'm glad I got to hear them play out in the hallway. And I'm so glad to be here tonight. It's really awesome to get out the vote. Voting is so important. If you don't realize how important voting is, I just want to tell you that this time last year I was not performing stand-up comedy virtually in a mask to no one. So it does make a difference. And it's all because of the virus. And last year, at this time, if you said the words the virus, people might not know what virus you were talking about. They would be like, hepatitis? No, we all know the virus, right? But it's really great to be here. I talked to a friend earlier today, and she was like, isn't it going to be weird, like, performing to total silence, like, just no laughter? And I was like, yeah, that would be so weird. That's never happened to me once in my career as a stand-up. So strange. No, that's totally happened to me before. I've performed at Monks, for example. Right. For our listeners in Finland, Monks is a place where people perform but don't ever go for fun, as far as I can tell. Money laundering? I don't know what is happening there, but anyway. The virus. The virus is a political issue, but I think it's really horrible that we politicized even the most basic facts about the virus. Like, I feel like God was really throwing us a softball with this one, right? Like, they were looking down at us and they said, look how divided everyone is. What they need is something that can unite them, like something that's going to kill all of their grandmothers, something that will stop barbecues and football and sex with strangers, and soon they'll be together again. But nope. We politicize even the most basic facts about the virus. We just fucked it up. America is like a couple that should have gotten divorced 5 years ago. We can't agree on anything. We can't make simple statements like the virus is bad or the virus is real. Yeah, we're like that couple ordering pizza, like, hey, what should we get for dinner tonight? Maybe pizza? Like, no, Rob, fuck you and fuck pizza. The virus is pizza. Yeah, we can't just say pizza's good. It's just cheese and sauce and bread. We fucked it up. But this is my fault. This is all my fault. Last year on my birthday, I blew out my candles and I wished that all anti-vaxxers would die. So be careful what you wish for, you know, as they say. Yeah. I've been crying a lot recently. Anybody been crying a lot? Yeah. I cry a lot, although I grew up in a house where nobody cried. I never saw my mom cry, never saw my dad cry. And it's not because I had a happy childhood, because I totally didn't. It was just the way we were taught to be, right? Like, crying was kind of like masturbation, like something you did behind closed doors when you were feeling hopeless and alone. So, yeah, not that I don't cry. I cry all the time. I just cry in the privacy of my own shower, the water mixing with my tears. And I think that's the good and dignified way to do it. It's hard, though, like, as an adult, like, growing up and now in the present day, not knowing what to do when someone cries in front of me, because I just have never learned the lesson of how to comfort someone. And it's only been in the last few years that I've really learned, like, if someone cries in front of you, you just, take a deep breath. Like, just take them by the hand, pat their hand a little bit, and just lead them to the shower, you know? Just be like, it's okay, you just need a little shower. And sometimes they struggle, but eventually they'll get in there. My children are very clean. Yeah. What else? Yeah, the virus. Virus is really bad for people like me who don't know how to smile with their eyes. But it's not bad in other ways. Like tonight, I didn't have to put on lipstick. which just saves me about 30 seconds. I feel really bad when I think about all of like, you know, the 200,000 lives and the economy. Like, I can't help but just really focus on what a bad year lipstick companies are probably having. They're probably doing really bad, and they could have never predicted it. Like, I wonder what their like national lipstick conference was like in January 2020. They were like, we think it's gonna be a great year for lipstick. People will put on lipstick every day before work and every time they go to parties to see all of their friends in a big crowd and hug each other, just like it's always been. As long as people are putting lipsticks on their visible mouths, we're gonna be okay. Yeah, poor lipstick people. I don't know how they're doing. It's also been a bad year for cruises. For some reason, it took a pandemic for us to realize that cruises are horrible. It should have been obvious a long time ago, right? Like, what do you want to do for your birthday this year? Like, I have an idea. Let's go somewhere where we're trapped in a close space with 5,000 people. Yeah. And the fun part is that your fate is the fate of the sickest person on the boat. And I think they have a hot tub. Yeah. Good year for jigsaw puzzles, though. Good year for jigsaw puzzles. I never thought I'd be horny for a puzzle. But then the virus. And, you know, come March, I could fuck a puzzle. Yeah. The January 2020 puzzle conference was probably, they were in the dark too, right? Like, hi, welcome to the 2020 Jigsaw Puzzle National Conference. We have no reason to believe that anyone will want to do an extra puzzle this year. I mean, how many times can you put together a picture of a shattered basket of puppies, right? There's just so much other stuff to do. Cruises, parties, comedy shows. Yeah, why would anyone want to sit down and just fix something, fix anything? Just make something whole again. Yeah, but we love puzzles. Usually at this time in my set would be my big finish where I make everyone laugh very loud. Instead, I'm going to introduce our next musical guest. Yes, please give it up. It's Ash Tai Nahi, and you might better know them from the band Fools, which is going to play again this Saturday, virtually, a social distance show, along with Aggressive Pedestrian. They are so great. Please give it up for Ash.
Steeping up to come down through a cycling jewel. Cheap only sound proud when winking out a fool. Skin is kinking my throat. I let loose of the so I can be another jumped up cat who's huffing lust off some chick's feathers. Peep that blackbird bathing when a new baptized ink weeps out her quills, and my lips keep fiending for sugar water, itching to make a lie of my father. I binge, I singe, I cringe until I'm ill. But this romantic apocalypse bleeds into caterwauling blues. The stains electrify, know that your blush is just my rouge. Oh, and Jules is picking up the tab and paying all my dues. Oh, Romeo is on the street chasing smack because he stilts on pins and needles, picking his poison of how good it feels. He sucks it down to blow his top. So then what's so holy about my heartache? Lesson learned, babe, but we all have our folly. Juliet's gone, she's licked his chops, she's swapping spit for one sanguine drop. A bird has flown, but we just don't know when to stop. A dirty sieve with a glassy-eyed past licks the wound through the brain of a cigarette smoke bomb brain. My sissy's out back, joking Jack Kerouac in a vision that I couldn't recall till today. He was half past prime with his nickel on a dime when she bitchcraft firewalk, ripping out his pages and dreaming naked on the witness stand. She said, I'm never gonna imitate a white man's hands. My panoramic, esoteric orphan toil. I started spitting up the ethers and suicide joy, like I was burning up in Casa Dagan midnight oil, like I'm the incarnation bloomed in Delacroix. Hey, when Connor sang it, man, yeah, I felt that shit. But why does everybody gotta sound like Elliott Smith? And I'm like, who are you? Your lips and ears started banging around my trash can. I'm like, who are you? I felt the terror in the mirror of a white man telling me to choke it down. Choke it down. feel just fine. And every day I wake up and I open my eyes. I open my Thank you. I've got two more. Here's a cry song for you. I've always known, cut down, digging out through the bone. Somebody has been hiding all of this wrong. There's a wish, there's a reward for every time I was wrong. But it's the king who will come up short. Or am I killing a dream just to have one night? When every dog has a stay, I'll take mine out of spite. Guzzling down dirty water, I've got every right. If conquering love don't take mine, raise your jawbone high with the millions in the sky, my dirty love. Ooh. Delilah, I want you blessed but can't hold my tongue. Oh, Delilah, I just want what's best but keep sighing alone. Just tell me one thing before you go. Oh, baby, what's that Philistine got that I don't? Well, I still ask you to keep my secrets knowing you won't. If I blow it on belief, I won't need anyone. Can I kiss the millions in the sky. You shower nostalgia, you tried my tired love. But please don't leave me. Please don't leave me when you know that I can't go. Oh, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me when you know that I can't go. Well, I'm too wild, just some growing stillborn child. Apologize, but clutter up my life. I'm begging, I'm pleading, I'm dying for a life. Thank you. For this next number, I'm going to invite the help of my friend Kaylin. Basement for you, amen, hey man, kids can wait to hear my emotion. Every time the sun comes up, I'm in trouble. Every time the sun comes up, I'm in trouble.
Even when the sun comes up, I'm in trouble. We broke your glasses, but we covered our asses. Break time, hold you, hold my horses everywhere.
When the sun comes up, I'm in trouble. Even when the sun comes up, I'm in trouble. Even when the sun comes up, I'm in trouble. Even when the sun comes up, I'm in trouble. Thank you.
Let's get another round of applause for Ash, everyone. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. Amazing songs. My nose and I are back here to talk to you for a little while. And then we're going to get on with some more performances. But before we do that, I do want to take a couple of minutes just to talk about some important information about your rights when it comes to casting your ballot. Additionally, this is also helpful if you'd like to follow along with us at home, if you have a friend or family member without a voting plan, or if you know someone who's nervous about voting, new to voting, or has yet to register. All of the following information, including the links, is available on the THON website. That address again is juniortheband.com/votathon. So first and foremost, what I'd like to talk about is just knowing your voting rights. If you're voting in person and the polls close while you are waiting in line, you still have the right to cast your vote, so please stay in line. If you make an error on your ballot, you have every right to request a new ballot. And if you're not on the list of registered voters, you also have the right to request a provisional ballot. All polling places, and this is important for people who are going to vote in person, all polling places must be in accordance with ADA requirements. And if your polling place is not in compliance and that affects your ability or anyone's ability to vote, call the Election Protection Hotline at 1-866-OUR-VOTE. You have the right to vote, no matter what. If you are a voter with a disability or a person who has trouble with English, you have the right to receive in-person assistance from a person of your choice, like a friend or a family member. If you are a voter in Montana with a disability, you also have the right to designate an agent to vote on your behalf. You have the right to be free of intimidation, harassment, or coercion while casting your ballot. And if you experience any of these things, any kind of intimidation whatsoever when it comes down to this stuff, again, and this is maybe my favorite name for an organization ever, the Election Protection Hotline. It just rolls right out the tongue. The Election Protection Hotline. Call us. I don't work there. 1-866-OUR-VOTE. Which is weird because it's like not texting someone. Because that would be so, I would just be like, hey, are you busy? I need some help. The following information is for late registration for voting. If you're unsure if you're registered to vote or not, there's a tool linked on our website from Black Voters Matter that allows anyone to check their registration status. So head to the website and click the link. And thank you, Black Voters Matter, for providing that information. If you're a Montana resident, our website also provides a link where you can check on your status of the mail-in ballot that you are supposed to receive. Remember, Montana residents can still register to vote on Election Day, which I've done before. Not this year, but. You know, I wasn't going to talk about things how they used to be, but my glasses are fogging up, and I'm like, what is the deal? I want this cloth off my face. So bad. I want to show you my awful mouth. Yeah, you can register to vote on Election Day and just go to your county's election office in person with a completed voter registration application. For voting absentee and by mail, which is something that we can already do in Montana, this is not new information, but it is still vital. Follow the ballot instructions carefully and take your time when filling it out using a black or blue pen. Be absolutely sure to seal your ballot inside the security envelope. And remember to sign your ballot envelope and make sure you put the date on it. And that is month, day, year. MMDDYYY. Why? That's the question, isn't it? In most counties across Montana, I'm not asking, why the date, but why? It's more of a general, query. In most counties across Montana, your ballot comes delivered with the return postage paid in full. According to Reuters, the news service, the United States Postal Service will make sure that any ballot that doesn't have sufficient postage gets delivered, but just in case, be sure to check the envelope that your ballot came in, that you're supposed to send it back in for the postage paid, and if it does not say postage paid on it, you know what to do. Take a stamp, and then another stamp, and put the sticky sides on the part where the mail carrier can see them. Hopefully that person's glasses aren't fogging up also. Whatever. Drop your ballot into the post no later than Monday, October 26th. I don't mean to sound flippant about that either. That's a very important detail. But I'm haunted by this question, why? Not about voting, but, the stuff that's happening. Not here, but at least we're not on Microsoft Teams right now. You can also drop off your ballot at your county elections office. In Missoula, that's 140 North Russell Street. More ballot drop-off locations and information will be searchable closer to the election, but if you're unsure, be sure to check that out in advance. Now, voting in person, and this is the last little bit, which I did. I recently moved back to Missoula, and I was worried that I would not get my ballot in the mail, so I filled out my voter registration application at home. I brought it to the elections office at 140 North Russell Street. I registered in person, and I cast my ballot the very same day. It's important to remember that this is a way of avoiding an overcrowded polling place if you're nervous about your ballot getting in. But be sure to mask up and head to your county elections office with your ID and a utility bill with your name to verify your current address. The same goes if you're voting on Election Day. In addition to your mask, ID, and a bill with your name and current address, bring water, snacks, and hand sanitizer to spray in the eyes of anyone who might be intimidating you, of course. Which would be quite the sight, not for them, but for everyone else. On our website, you'll find a link for Montana residents to find their designated polling places. So be sure to check it out. Again, votathon.com. I think this is when we want to check the thermometer. Do we have some progress to talk about? If we don't, I need to talk about the hashtag again. And my nose. I'm going to put a hashtag on my nose. And then every time this comes down, you'll be like, oh, that's right. Hashtag Vodathon. Oh, there it is. Look at this sign. Thank you so much. Here, let me move. Oh, no, I won't even have to. This is perfect. How comfortable. We have some. Let's put that pink juice in the tube and scream! Yes! That's the first time I've screamed in public ever. That's also not true. Okay. Do we got some juice? Whoa, delicious. Yes. Strawberry milk. Yes.
I don't want to drink this at the end of the night, so fill it up.
Yeah, and it's going to be warm.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes, and so I think that this is important also for you at home. You might not be able to tell. It's a very convincing facsimile of strawberry milk. It's actually just milk with my blood in it. Which is why I'm so kind of, dazed. It was a lot of blood. But we were like, this red food coloring looks stupid. And I was like, how about this? It came from my mouth. We didn't have to do anything. There's no blades or anything, whatever. It's fine. So, if you're at home and you're hashtagging, you're doing your thing, this is great. We have our next performer coming up. I'm very excited to hear her tunes. I hope you are as well. Be sure to take a photo, perhaps, of your screen while you're watching to let us know that you're watching. Hashtag Vodathon. Partake in the 5 direct actions. And welcome to the live stream, Wilma Laverne Manor.
Hi, everybody. I can honestly say this is the first time I have set foot on a stage in 8 months. It is also the first time I have ever been part of a vote-a-thon, and I'm very excited to be here. Register to vote, etc., etc. I think Colin said it a lot better than I did. North Carolina, swore I'd never be back. North Carolina, oh, how I hate you, I said. But now, here I am. Oh, now, here I am. See how long my hair has grown. See how patient I've been. But on the road looking for home, and I swore I wouldn't be in a hotel bed, but that's where I am. Oh, that's where I am. North Carolina, show me right where it hurts. If I told you to point at the pen, I bet you'd say Asheville hurts the worst in North Carolina. Do you say what you mean? Yeah, I told you to be rather than to seem. Yeah, I told you to be rather than to sing. know this road I'm on won't lead me home. So I just look out the window at those hills that go and go and go and go. Thank you. I know it sounds like I hate North Carolina from that song, but it's actually about a person and not the state. So if you're in North Carolina and you're watching, we still want you to vote. That wasn't me being mean to you, I promise, even though it probably seemed that way. Please don't hate me. Yeah, I really haven't played any of my own songs in so long that it was kind of a struggle to figure out what I was going to do for this here vote-a-thon, hashtag vote-a-thon. Vote-ugthon, sorry. And so yeah, if I mess this up, don't hold it against me and please still vote. I'm just going to keep saying that over and over again because it's generally important and we want everyone to understand. All right, this one's called Used To. Your skin, I thought was perfect. I wanted you more than I should have. I wanted you more than I should have. Stretched then, your intentions so transparent. How come I couldn't see through them? How come I couldn't see through them? Take me as I am, or just leave me here alone again. I guess it's not that different. Some days I still miss you, but most days I just wish we never met. I used to think you were a stroke of genius. I used to. You and me, you and me, you and me right where you wanted until you wanted something else, something easier to live without. So I just hold my breath and brace myself for the worst. All I wanted was your attention. I knew I couldn't have it. Take me as I am, or just leave me here alone again. I guess it's not that different. Some days I Someone once told me that the first rule of showbiz is if you mess up, you're just supposed to pretend like nothing happened. But I'm 2 for 2 here with messing up, so I'm just gonna be real with you guys about it. We're all friends here, right? So I might mess this one up too. I like to set the bar really low for myself, apparently. I'll never be the one you want. I've got nothing to offer, will that be enough? I'm not using a mind, that's the line that we cross. You just keep on moving in the opposite direction of my arms. I guess I got what I deserve. These days all my questions, they just go unanswered. Like, where are you at, how you been, are you happy with her? We burned all the bridges and buried our bones. We both took separate ways home. We were never three innocent ones. We just run and run. We just run and run. We just run and run and run, run. Thank you. All right. I'm not really good at timing. I think I have time for one more. It's kind of a slow one, so. This guitar was my quarantine impulse purchase after like 4 months of not seeing anyone and being, stuck inside. I think everyone here can, empathize with that. And when I got it, I realized that there's the ghost of a sticker that used to say Rhinestone Cowboy on this guitar. So in my head, I was like, you're going to pretend like that was Glenn Campbell's guitar for the rest of your life, and you're not going to care if it's true because, you're never going to know. So I'm going to play a Glenn Campbell song on Glenn Campbell's pretend guitar. I am the lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you singing in the wire. I can hear you through the wall. And Wichita lineman is still on the line. No, I need a small vacation, but it don't look like rain. And if that snows that stretch down south won't ever stand the strain. And I need you more than you. And I want you for all time. And the Wichita lightning is still on the line. Oh, 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 and I need you more than you. And I want you for all time. And the Wichita lightning is still on the line. Thank you guys. Please vote. Register to vote. Get your friends to register to vote. Get your grandma to register to vote. Do it all. And next we're going to hear from Nathan St. Ange. And I was told to tell you that he has something for... Shit, sorry. I forgot what the line was. Yes, struggles with subjectivity. So, give it up for Nathan.
Hi. It's subjectivity I struggle with. That is it. I made it. I made it. I made it. Hi, Mom. Thank you for supporting me, Mom. And anyone else who ever supported me. I cannot possibly begin to tell you what this means to me. After so many countless nights in my life, performing in clubs and theaters that are just packed with happy people and all of their smiling faces exposed, celebrating the arts together. Ugh. So glad that's over. I made it. Here I am in this large, dark, empty room alone where I belong. Yeah, you know, times are hard. Times are really hard. But one nice thing I've discovered about the pandemic is that talking under your mask really takes talking under your breath to a whole new level. For instance, when a super hot guy is working the ice cream counter and asks, "Let me know if you have any questions," and I mumble, "What's under that apron? What you got under the apron?" No harm, no foul. Everything's cool. I'm a Sagittarius. We don't believe in astrology. Astrology lovers hate Sages, which is fantastic because I don't want to discuss astrology, and no Sag lover wants to, and I quote, hear what a goddamn Sag has to say about it. But you know, even as a non-believer, or Sag for short, I have learned to recognize when a Sagittarius occurrence is taking place in my life. For instance, when I matched with myself on Tinder. This can only happen to a Sagittarius. It was interesting. The profile pic was my passport photo. I never would have thought of that, or maybe I would have thought of that. The bio claimed that I'm a comedian, So we instantly had something in common. And best of all, I was less than a mile away. So I agreed to meet myself in a nearby park. In broad daylight, you can't be too safe. And you know, we had a lovely conversation. It's just, I did seem a little detached. Also, I couldn't always tell whether or not I was being serious. That's something I've been told all too many times in my life, and now I understand the struggle. I haven't heard from myself since. At first I thought, maybe I'm just not that into me. But then I remembered, I'm a Sagittarius, so that can't be right. Anyway, I guess I was hoping it would work out, if for no other reason than to placate all the perfectly reasonable people who have ever told me to go screw myself. Here's to you. Nationwide. What else is going on? Old, new news. The smoking age went up. The smoking age went up from 18 to 21. That's horrible. There shouldn't even be a smoking age. Obviously, whether or not a person can legally smoke should be based on how cool they look doing it. Seeing a smoker should be like seeing a levitating disco ball. And I'm not just talking about any levitating disco ball. I mean a levitating disco ball with a lit cigarette in its mouth. A sighting should be extremely rare, to say the least, and I think it would be. Maybe 1 in 100 current smokers would pass that test. And for each of them, 99 dumb-looking smokers could get free health care or something. That's pretty good. The smoking age. Who wants to hear some COVID jokes? All right. Whoa. There are people in here now finally letting me know that all of those jokes bombed. Hi, Mom. COVID jokes. You know, coronavirus makes 9/11 look like 9/10. All right. We're just getting started. It's almost over. Wow. I thought I was going to have to explain that. Coronavirus jokes. If you have a current restraining order against someone, are they required to add social distance? And therefore remain 306 feet away at all times? I'm asking for a friend. Okay, that's really good. I guess we're going to end on this. Yeah, you know, I couldn't get my hands on a COVID test, so just to play it safe, I took the first test I could get my hands on, and it turns out that I can type 45 words per minute. Is that good? 45? 45? Do you mind if we just run that one a different way real quick? Let's see. You know, I couldn't get my hands on a coronavirus test, so just to play it safe, I took the first test I could get my hands on, and it turns out that I am not good boyfriend material. I already knew. I'm Nathan St. Ange. Please vote. Thank you.
What is this? Oh, there I am. Hello again. Thank you so much, Nathan. Let's get another round of applause for Nathan. If you're at home and you're not clapping, you're not doing it right. Back to something that Nathan mentioned. I'm also 9'10", but you can't tell on television. more serious matters. At the top of the show, I briefly mentioned 4 organizations working to put an end to voter suppression and how we can take direct action by using our social media accounts to amplify causes, sharing their websites, fundraisers, and organizing initiatives. Right now, before we go on with things, I'd like to talk a little bit more about each of these organizations, the work they do, and the communities they serve on behalf of preserving our democracy. First up, based in Billings, Montana, Western Native Voice works across 7 Montana reservations and 6 urban centers to increase Native American voting, policy advocacy, leadership, and self-determination. You can find them on the web at westernNativeVoice.org. Black Voters Matter is a nationwide organization that builds power in Black communities by increasing voter registration and turnout, fighting suppressive voting policies, helping Black communities to overcome racist economic barriers, and restoring voting rights to re-entering felons. You can find them on the web at blackvotersmatterfund.org, all one word. The next organization, based right here in Missoula, Montana Women Vote, works to empower low-income women to participate in the democratic process by helping them overcome the gendered economic barriers such as childcare, work scheduling, poverty, transportation, and food insecurity, all of which can hinder working-class women. Their website is montanawomenvote.org, as all one word as well. And finally, this is an organization whose newsletter I receive in my inbox, and they do really important work. The 1700 for Liberation is another local Missoula organization working to build a stronger, safer BIPOC community in Missoula through anti-racist education, events, and policy advocacy. And you can find them at their website, the1700.org. And in case you didn't catch any of those web addresses, links to all 4 organizations are located conveniently on the Vodathon website. Again, Vodathon, juniortheband.com/Vodathon. And please be sure to keep them in mind when completing number 4 of Vodathon's 5 direct actions. And be sure to mention them on social media. And just to double check, is this Jesse coming up? It is Jesse. There was another name on my schedule. But before we get to Jesse, I think we're going to bring up a special guest just for a moment to entice those of you at home who are hashtagging Vodathon. One of our perks tonight is that Carolyn Keys is going to be singing little jingles on the spot for some lucky viewers at home. Would you like to come up and maybe just say a little bit? I don't even know. This doesn't look like you normally, so you might be a totally mysterious person. Come here. Come to the microphone.
I don't know who he's talking about. I am not Caroline Keys, but I am definitely going to be writing a song or two about the people who participate in Vodathon. And if you are actively texting your friends to tell them to vote, or texting your friends to ask them what your voting plan is, you need to, you need to put it into your profile in your social media. You need to hashtag us so that we know you are doing it, so I can write a little song about you. Thanks very much. Bye.
There's so many other people in here that are all making those noises near the microphone to show their enthusiasm. Do we need another moment, or are we all good to go? Well, in that case then, I'd like to welcome Jesse Haddon to the stage. Everyone, round the
Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for having me. I'm actually going to start out with a new one I just wrote today. Said, don't you come down. from that tree you're hiding in. There's nothing around, nothing that could ever take you in. Covered in the sound of an older angry wind. It turns you around, gets itself under your skin. I'm looking at you as a child in a photograph. You got as sweet a heart as you'll ever have. Whatever that we're going through the aftermath, feeling sweet like a bitter on an icy path. And I'm a deer in the middle of a firefight. I'm a step in a footstep in 100 miles. And I'm feeling less and less like a petty lie. Won't you come hold me in your arms a little while? 'Cause no wind and no rain, oh, winter's cold can stop me, baby. And no wind and no rain can stop me, baby. In the cold, I'll burn whatever just to keep alive. I know I've been told I couldn't see it to the other side. I wanna fall on my knees. I want the earth to drink me in. But nobody's free where the universe is caving in. But I'm a scented candle in a wick girl now, just a step high heaven with no light stands out. But I know that the neighborhood and me shout. I'm about to give them something they can talk about. Scratching out a song with the stars collide. No name for this feeling that I have inside. But I stole this car, baby, let's go for a ride. I got your favorite song playing loud inside. In the wind, in the rain, oh, winter's cold can stop me, baby. Say the wind and no rain, oh, winter's cold. Say no wind and no rain, oh, winter's cold can stop me, baby. Can stop me, darling. I'm just gonna play 3 songs. This is a song called Monument. could be here. I could be here. There's a monument to what I do, and what I do. There's a monument to what I do, and what I do, and what I do. See the feathers on my wall, reminding me to wing it. No sense bracing for a fall. If the birds will let me sing it. Find your perch is more correct. With every breath you breathe in, finding courage in the sweat that hits you as you leave. There's a monument to what I do, and what I do, and what I do. There's a monument to what I do, and what I do, and what I do. There's a monument to what I do, and what I do, and what I do. There's a monument to what I do, and what I do, and what I do. All right, y'all, I got one more for you. Thanks to everyone for putting this on. Obviously, this election is more or less disappointing to various people, but I think we all agree it's important to get out there. So do what you can, and enjoy the rest of the night. Walking away, staying inside because of the rain. Lot of risk, not a little pain. I care about you, how could I explain that I came out in another place? I came out in another place. I came out in another place. I came out in another place. Ha! There was some things didn't understand, but it came out according to plan. And I came out in another place. 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 Shedding my skin, walking around, getting a feel for my feet on the ground, saying poems that never make a sound. I like it better when you're around. And I came out in another place. 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 Vote, everybody. Thank you.
Is it me again? Oh no, I wasn't waiting for an answer. That was a dramatic pause for effect. Thank you so much, Jesse. Get everyone another round of applause. I feel like a broken record a little bit. And the broken record is, let's be positive and let's support these local artists. So let's clap at home and present. Let's do it again for Jesse. Here we go. And then the other thing is like, fucking end voter suppression. I was gonna do this show clean. I usually only swear in front of my students, but now I consider all of you my students, which is terribly insulting. So, don't get me wrong, students are great. I myself once was a student too. So, at this point of the night again, I want to come back to something I mentioned earlier, another time, another double back. And this is to talk specifically about those 5 actions that I mentioned at the top of the show. And these are direct actions that really are just about connecting with the people in your lives, our lives, connecting with the people who mean something to us, whether it's a friend, a family member, coworker, your postal carrier, you know, someone who you don't mind and it's comfortable to speak with them, and it's cool to be able to talk about this thing that we all do, because voting is something that we sometimes don't do. And this election feels like it's, you know, one of the reasons why this is called Vote Ugh Thon is because it's hard to be enthusiastic sometimes, especially with everything that's going on. And so hopefully with these 5 direct actions, we can get people not only just more engaged with the act of voting and what it means to vote, but also just engage with the people in our lives, where it doesn't have to be a conversation about politics, who you're voting for. It can be a conversation about this thing that you do as members of your community. So these 5 direct actions, just to go over those again real quick. The first one, donate to one organization working to fight voter suppression. And just to say a little bit more about this, voter suppression is one of those things that happens in between election cycles. It's not just on election day or leading up to the election. There's a lot of nefarious actions, redrawing of district lines between congressional years for voting, taking away the rights of formerly incarcerated people who are coming back into what we call society and are not allowed to vote because of pretty much bogus laws. And so donating to these organizations that help fight voter suppression is one way that we can always make sure that the people who are doing this work are able to do it when it really matters, and that's not always around elections. Number 2, this is a call to write 2 letters, be they snail mail and or email, to friends or family and make sure that they are going to cast their ballot. The hardest part about writing a letter is, in my case, not receiving a response. But that's not a joke. And now I have to go cry. Well, Kendra, Sophia, can you finish this for me? No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. But you should come up in a moment. The gears are in motion. We're moving things along. Write to people. 3, call 3 people, which is tough, again. Because if you're not calling the election protection hotline, you actually have to talk to someone you know. But call 3 people and check on their voting plan. 4, and I mentioned this just recently, amplify the work of organizations fighting voter suppression and share their stuff on Instagram, share their stuff on Facebook, all that information, join their mailing lists, become engaged in a way that makes sense for you as a person, but also helps these organizations reach the public that they are trying to serve. And finally, text 5 friends about voting. Text 5 friends about these 5 direct actions. Text 5 friends with the hashtag #VoteUgThon and say, you have to get online and hashtag this. Otherwise, you're not going to get a song written about you on the spot by a mysterious red-dressed lady. Lady in a red dress. Ah, yes, there it is. The words are finally coming together. Real quick before we get to our next act, I want to look at this voting thermometer. Kendra and Sophia, can you come up and tell me what's happening with this? Where are we at with the hashtag? We can put more juice in. More blood milk. More blood milk! More blood milk for the blood god! Woo! Oh, yes. Oh, was that dairy gold? Delicious. Oh, man. I just, love the way that looks, too. It's really just... Ooh, yeah. The thermometer is filling up. Oh, yes! Yes! Oh. If you have a thermometer at home, you should break it open and put some of your blood milk in it. And just see what it... Don't do that. Mercury poisoning, fake news, whatever. So, we have been getting hashtags. We're encouraging you to hashtag. I've only hashtagged once. And I need to do it again. So, while I introduce this next local musician, I'm going to take a photo who I just had a wonderful conversation with this person outside, and I hadn't seen him. We had a brief encounter standing outside of an apartment we were both going to look at. We didn't meet eyes. Instead, I just commented on his Facebook page a couple hours later and was like, I saw you today. Oh, look at that. I have a phone. I pay my bill. It's cool. A bill that you can use to prove that your address is your current address when you go register to vote. And on the topic of registering to vote, let's register some hands together for Corey Fay.
Hey everyone, my name's Corey. I kind of just threw this set together last minute. I don't have a ton of songs about voting. I like to write concept albums about storytelling and dumb artist stuff, but I do have a few songs that I wrote about voting, so I'm going to play as many of my voting songs as I can, and then maybe one more. This song's called Thanks for All the Randy Newman, and a lot of people ask me if it's about star-crossed lovers, but it's not. It's about voting, and it's about making voting fun. I like Randy Newman a lot. I'm a big Randy Newman guy, so I like to listen to Randy Newman when I vote just to make it fun, so maybe this song will help you decide how you can make voting fun for yourself. I tried to reach you by phone. Tragedy struck while you were away from home. And I just want you to know everyone's doing the best that they can, and you're right about Randy Newman. I felt a little bereft. I sat and listened to the records you left. It took a while, but I guess he's a little dry sometimes. He's a clever guy. I replace you with your Randy Newman. And I know I ain't got no 20-piece orchestra. And I know my bullshit apology don't mean much to you. And I know we might not see each other again. And I know there ain't much to say that you'll believe. I'll just say it then. Thanks for all the Randy Newman. I won't have nowhere to send this letter when I'm finished writing it. Nobody knows where you've been. If you come back around, well, you might not be in town. Your records will be where you left them. And I know eventually you'll take a residence up inside of me, and it'll drive me crazy. I'll leave all of your LPs, but Randy's coming with me. I love you, baby, I'm sorry. And I know I ain't got no 20-piece orchestra. And I know my bullshit apology don't mean much to ya. And I know we might not see each other again. And I know there ain't much to say that you'll believe. I'll just say it then. Thanks for all the Randy Newman. Hey, thanks so much. This next song is a newer song that I just wrote recently. It's called 2 Weeks Notice. And it's about a 2-week notice that the election is drawing to a close. And I know there's 3 weeks left right now, so if everyone could just go ahead and try their best to think about this song 1 week from tonight, then it'll work really well, I think. Said you never saw it going how it went. Hey, yeah, but babe, I'm pretty sure this was the way it always did. Yeah. Oh, no, you lied. You've got professional skill in the art of telling me fibs. Oh, there's never a straight answer, lexicographical dancer, how your words all bend and twist. Would a little bit of candor and communication really be the death of you? Well, the good news, darling, is your 2 weeks' notice was approved. I knew things were off. You were missing our engagements, off doing who knows what. You weren't working no late shift. You were coming home late every single night, smelling like a cigarette. You were skipping around, piling your hair up high like you did back when we met. And you happened to mention your favorite co-worker got himself a brand new job. Well, took that 2 weeks notice that we were finally calling it off. 2 weeks notice we were falling apart. 2 long weeks of you breaking my heart. Well, baby, I can see you ain't happy with me. But 2 weeks, darling, don't worry, you're almost free. You ain't been no dummy. You say you never shit where you eat, so I could barely believe all the shit-eating grins you've been flashing at me. Oh, you're covering again, but I know that you're with him, making up the time that you missed. Whatever you've been doing, and it isn't what you said, it seems to make you the happiest. And now you're out all night again, and I'm at home, I'm working me a double shift. I'm cleaning up after you and throwing out all your shit. 2 weeks notice we were falling apart. 2 long weeks of you breaking my heart. Baby, I can see you ain't happy with me. But it's 2 more weeks, darling, don't worry, you're almost free. Thanks, guys. So this next song is called Christmas Card, 1988 early draft. And it's about voting. A lot of people ask me, why is it called Christmas Card 1988 early draft when it's about voting? To which I say, I'm creative. You were asleep, slowly, 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 like glass and marrow, and marrow, marrow. Bring someone dancing, dancing, oh, dancing. Shorts all close, snowing, snowing, oh, snowing. Machines, building machines, I want to see and to be seen. When the heart hangs by the spirited flame, we are all dirt, and all dirt is the same. When the thought gets happy, slide, untangle, untangle, oh, untangle. You left the car running, oh, running, oh, running. Machines, building machines. I want to see and to be seen. When the heart hangs by the spirit it claims, we are all dirt, and all dirt is the same. When I thought you, how deep Thanks so much, guys. Let's sneak this mask off for just a second. Sorry, I'm a bit of a risk taker. Oh man, I totally just dropped the pick and I don't even see where it went. You guys know how like picks will fall and then they go away forever? I'm such a professional, I brought the exact same model of pick with me. I brought 2 of them. If you're a singer-songwriter out there, write that down, that's a tip. This next song is super new. I've never played it. No, I played it live once on a live stream. But I haven't really titled it yet. I've been thinking about naming it Bring Me a Little Star, but another title that would work really well for this song is Bring Me an Absentee Voting Ballot on October 9th, because it's about voting absentee in Montana. On a dime, that tidal river still losing track of time, following leaves round to see what's left to find. Nothing here ever helps take her off my mind, tying up all the same knots over again. Clocked in until the workday finally ends. The world starts to steal itself out from your dreams. Time slips away to hide somewhere that it can't be seen. She wouldn't know me to see what I've become. A granite stone watching a collapsing sun. The stars here don't glow the way I recall. Send her to me so she can relight them all. just one to me, I'd ask it if it ever saw me in her dreams. She wouldn't know me to see what I've become, a granite stone watching a collapsing sun. The stars here don't glow the way I recall. Send her to me so she can relight them all. Thanks, guys. I got one more. Is that enough? Is there enough time for one more? Okay. Just this last one. This last one's called Making Mistakes, and a lot of people ask me, is this about what a mistake it would be to not vote and not engage in your community to help stop voter suppression acts? To which I say no, it's just a sad love song. Oh no, what did I do? I got myself all wrapped up around you over a beer or two, and you say after a few more it's getting late, and we find ourselves standing in front of your door. I tried to say goodnight outside and end up tangling up in silences underneath your kitchen light. We agreed a long time ago we wouldn't go down this road, so I asked if I should go home, and you say I don't know, but I'll go if you want me to. I'll go if you want, but babe, you know I wanna stay. I'd rather make this mistake with you. I'd rather make it with you if it's bound to be made. And I say I never got past you. That's the wrong verse, you guys. Oh my goodness. Have you ever done that live? It's so embarrassing. What's the right verse? Oh man, does anyone here know it? Does anyone know the right verse? Ah, goodness gracious. I can't remember the second verse of one of my most played songs. Wait, I know it. It's almost the same as the first. I feel so grateful. Oh, I never had it. Nope, that's not it either. Hang on, I'm gonna get this. You know what? It's all this voting is on my mind, and I don't know the second verse of this song right now, so I'm just gonna sing the third one. I say I never got past you. You say it's okay. I feel the same way as you do. You lean in closer now and ask what she'd think if she knew all about what I'm doing now. What am I doing now? I'll go if you want me to. I'll go if you want, but baby, you know I wanna stay. I'd rather make this mistake with you. I'd rather make it with you if it's bound to be made. Thanks, guys. Thanks for putting up with that mess of the last song. Go vote.
this is the last time you're going to hear from me tonight. Some of you may be feeling relief. Others may be feeling indifferent. To both I say, your loss. Speaking of loss, we had a loss of applause for Corey. Let's get another one real quick. Yeah. It's like a weird, I'm doing like it's like, I feel like it's like morning zoo crew type. This is good stuff. Well, since I am kind of the, I guess, designated mouthpiece for everything voting, even though people have been stepping in and carrying the weight with me all night, I do just want to remind you again, if you're watching, please hashtag VotingThon. Let us know what you're doing. Take part in the 5 actions. And again, just to stress this, and I can't say how important this is, it's not just about doing these things tonight or even over the next couple of weeks, but year-round, making sure that you keep an eye on stuff and that you engage with things that are important to you. And really, this time is maybe the easiest point in history to kind of step up and do the bare minimum, whether it's sharing an image on Facebook or Instagram. I guess, what are some Twitter things? Do people Twitter still? I think that's popular. Cool. Wow. Who knew? Social media. Very fancy. Well, speaking of fancy, this is the second time I've done that in just a few moments. I guess I'm kind of curious, are we going to hear some jingles for people who have been hashtagging? Are we going to do that now? Or are we going to hold off a moment? Oh, this is so exciting. Live television. Well, he's got stuff going on. This is a big operation. Wait, does that mean that I have to talk more? Well, okay, hold on. Maybe we can bring up some people who have like something like bubbles. I don't know. Do we have bubbles? Or no? Oh, wait, hold on. Did I give it away? For those of you who are excruciated watching me stumble through this segue, whether you're 10 feet away from me or, separated by a computer monitor or whatever you're watching your television on, I just want to thank you for tuning in tonight and participating in Vote-a-thon. 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 It's weird because I settled right into saying it a certain... Oh, what is this magical... Okay, so we've got some bubbles. We've got this big pink thermometer, which is not a sex thing, so whatever. It's just a whatever. And bubbles. I mean, this is really cool. And we've got, the temperature is high. You've been watching me sweat off and on, but it's been covered by this hat that I have because I'm bald. That's not a joke. It hurts. That's the thing that they never talk about when you lose your hair, how bad it hurts. Oh, fill it up. Look at that. More pink milk. We've got some hashtags. We got some involvement. We got some bubbles. We got a microphone that I've been speaking into. It's going to have to get sanitized, but that's all part of the game in 2020, the weirdest year I've ever lived through, which we didn't need to talk about because it sucks for everyone. So tonight I also hashtagged for the second time in my life. The first hashtag I did was hashtag Jared Kushner sucks, but other than that, Vote-a-thon has now taken over my hashtag. I'm dominated by it. I'm never going to be the same. I'm different. I've changed. We barely know each other anymore. The cool bubbles. They're cool bubbles. I'm excited by bubbles. I've always wanted to be inside of a bubble. Like not in a, like a different kind of bubble. Like not a bubble, like a social bubble. I don't want to be in a COVID bubble. I want to be in a plastic bubble that people are like, what happened? And I'll be like, I got stuck in here. It sucks. It's by far the worst thing that's happened to me this year. Was getting stuck in this bubble. Except I'm really big in these bubbles. We got these small bubble applicators. That's what they call them, right? Bubble applicators. Kids in kindergarten. Oh, can we have the bubble applicators? You know, because kids talk like that, like we're. Ah! I've been around. I've interacted with children. Another thing I've always wanted to do. Has nothing to do with kids. Is I've always wanted to throw note cards in the air, but we were talking about this backstage. Well, first of all, let me just. Can I take this off the? We're good. Wait a second. Did I not get to? I was gonna say. I was like, you're gonna cut me off now. I'm just getting rolling. It's Tuesday night at the Improv when everyone was like, hey, you should script it because you have a tendency to ramble. And I was like, what? Funny story about that. Anyway, before we get to our next act, which I believe is Farch, correct? Yes. I want to give a big round of applause for the lovely Kendra and Sophia who have been filling up the thermometer all night, bubble applicating in the air. We met on a Zoom meeting on Sunday, and I feel like I have known them 3 days. It's so weird to meet new people. I'm just like, oh, we've got a lot to learn about each other. Keep in touch. Super cool. On that note, I think that this is what the kids call popping off. This is about to pop off. Okay, so I spent a long time organizing these note cards again because one of them was out of place. But are we ready to do this? Can I throw these cards? All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, Farch! Not throwing them.
Thank you very much. This is not the smallest crowd I've ever played to, which is probably not very surprising. All right, so this first song is I plagiarized it from Junior. Jenny wrote this song. You hear it okay? Is it? Credit card bill, 200 every month. Got a pair of ones that I only wear once. Bought them just to flip, telling mama can't run. Sold them back without a stuff and gave the product to my son. No, mama says you're private like Area 51. No, that's the kind of thing to make you wonder. What goes down when iPhones aren't embarrassing? You on the IG stories, and that's the pressure that we under. Tattoos on both of my legs just to remind me if I flesh my ideas and they stay beside me. Credit card declined me on a pair of Asics. I knew the car was bad, I had to poker face it. Oh man, how the hell am I supposed to react now? Guidance counselor never thought he'd see me in a cap and gown. When I showed up to graduation, they had to pat me down. Finals were last week, man, you gotta pass me now. And my mama started cheering before they even sat me down. To the line between the classic emo and a class pound. Not to mention all my school supplies were old and passed down. Was the oldest kid in my house, figure that math out. I just spazzed out till I passed on my shoulder bag, dripping as if it just took the trash out. I'm an all-star like Smash Mouth, frontin' like a rivet where you live at your dad's house. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome former candidate for some function of government and former member of the Mission Mountain Wood Band, Rob Quest.
Son, where'd you find this?
Thank you, Rob.
Oh, thank you so much, Jesse. It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you, too. I haven't seen you since the 2017 campaign trail.
Yeah. Special election. It was kind of a crapshoot, but it went for it anyway.
That was, yeah. I got a picture of us on my disposable camera, and then Greg Giaforte smashed it.
Well, I guess that.
Yeah, I know. That was a low-hanging fruit. Well, I just wanted to go ahead and say, and you probably know this because I tell you this every time I see you on the internet, but Mission Mountain Wood Band has been the biggest inspiration to me, and without Mission Mountain Wood Band, there is no Farch.
You know, I'd say the same to you. Without Farch, there's no Mission Mountain Wood Band.
I was kind of baiting you into saying that because I feel like you don't really give me the credit I deserve for your career and for all your success.
I swear it's the truth.
Well, why don't we do a song together, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that song I wrote about.
Let me really.
Yeah, about nobody in particular. Papa taught me how to shoot a rifle as a 10-year-old. Then I rented GoldenEye and taught myself to hit reload. Then he took me hunting and I wouldn't shoot an antelope. Told him we had food at home, we packed up and we hit the road. Make my head explode, I'm about to stab myself in the eyeball, buddy. Filling yourself too much, I recommend cut it back on the damn white card, buddy. Only time I ever bite my tongue is when I chew my food. Truth be told, I think I got a fucking pair of mid-top stickers than you, my dude. If you saw my closet, you could not guess my gender. Simmer down, yes, I'm young and pretty like my last name Janet. Simmer down, simmer down. I can shoot your next video treatment from my backup camera. Only time I see you eye to eye is in my fender. Oh, how you go from green to red like a bell pepper. Hey, here's a couple tips to help you handle yourself better. Buy a feature so your album will sell better. Don't call yourself a writer till you handle your L's better. 60 ways to kill a techie. 60 ways to kill a techie. 60 ways to put the 30, under 7 feet of vigor, rolling right up ready. 60 ways to kill a techie. It's okay to kill a techie. 60 ways to put the 30, under 7 feet of vigor, rolling right up ready. Figuratively speaking, not literally taking life. Deplatform techies, they don't belong in other branches of science. If I saw your IG, I would secondhand embarrass. I cannot imagine how it feels to be your parents. I think for someone so concerned about appearance, you will learn to put a decent fit together off of clearance. All because I came up on that midnight club dub edition. All I do is stupid, go 7 pools and ugly. Still got subs kicking, baby, change me that silly talk. Take the car seat out the back, make the trunk do the Millie rock. I'm just trying to log down a Millie like I'm a Philly cop. Pop a Blackberry like my first name was Billy Bot. Nails get on pretty like T-Bars or chili. So don't ever get to thinking that I'm cake because I'm really not. But if the day comes when I buy things you can't afford and people buy what I record, and suddenly my credit score is higher than a 404 and I get Teslas off the floor, then stop paying back and giving taxes and just hoard it. And a bigger kid from hell and they'll see my face in the Forbes. It gets a plan to rob and kill me, got a family to support. They can plan to rob and kill me, got a family to support. Let the cycle run its course, no hard feelings, look out for yours. 60 ways to kill a techie. Deplatform techies. 60 ways to put the 30, under 7 feet of big and wrong round of 30. 60 ways to kill a techie. Deplatform techies. 60 ways to put the 30, under 7 feet of big and wrong round of 30. What happened?
Oh, sorry, Farch, I broke a string again.
Yeah, every time. This is why we rehearse.
I'm so freaking sorry, Farch.
If you can't tell by the rest of the instruments up here, the rest of the Mission Mountain Wood Band was supposed to make it. Unfortunately, none of them brought masks, so they're outside just kind of listening, and I hope you guys are happy. Yeah, we're doing an acoustic set tonight. This is Farch Unplugged.
Hey, let's take it back a little bit to one of them old tunes, huh?
Yeah, let's do one of those old songs from your youth.
Yeah.
Jenny on the violins, by the way. Jenny Fawcett on the violins. Watch a youngin' come through. Had the wine cooler in hand. Money on my mind got me looking like a tin can heartless. Try to kick it like a tin can. We'll step into the kid. Well, that's a thin chance I withstand. Tim's and my gold, I still get it poppin'. Tell you where I got it, you still couldn't cop it. Chill, little homie, still trickin' if you got it. C grams with the weed grams in the pocket. Got an EBT card in my wallet. Every single year I vote for Hillary Rodham. I'll admit, I just read all the emails on my Gmail and I don't remember the details, but I think they were pretty good if I remember right. Just a bunch of chain forwards that'll keep you up at night. Send this to 20 people or your crush is gonna die. I'm like, Hillary Clinton, tell me why. This was worth risking your career just to send these out. I don't really understand what that was all about. I imagine it was pretty funny to her inner circle. When I got that news, my whole face turned purple. That was pre-written. Okay, we'll keep going. I remember the very first time I was kissed. It was 2 hours ago by Rob Twist. It was pretty cool. I think I enjoyed it. Then I had to flush my whole phone down the toilet. G and Fort, they smashed it and broke the screen. You know what I mean? I don't get green. People are like, wonder what Jesse's on. He gave a very weird performance at Vodafone. They can't all be winners. This is the, okay, yeah. I didn't boo when you guys were playing, so you guys don't boo when I'm playing. I was a fine audience member all night, and you guys are not gonna boo me. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah, I'll learn how to play a woodwind instrument. Rob, I've been wanting to ask this all day long. We've spent the whole day together. It's been extremely
Jesse,
awkward.
I'm an open book.
May I join the Mission Mountain Wood Band?
Oh, well, you are mighty talented. And I can't lie, I'm in the market. Don't have a lot to do these days.
All right. Give me a hard yes or a hard no.
Soft maybe. All right,
let's get into the next song here.
Take us to church.
Oh yeah, this is an old classic as well. I'll pull this recording out. Now it's the Champagne Sheriff. Back once another again, messing up your plans, making rappers look like cover bands. Getting money, giving jack to the government. My president is stacked with a rubber band. Back once another again, talking that true ish. If you come on to do, bet you mess the whole thing. You want to hear music? Do you want to control shit? If music don't come on, oh shit, oh. Now that's some George W. bullshit. If I want to hear bullshit, I wouldn't register to vote shit. And a pop think I'm a reefer, and a dad think I'm a loser, cause I take care of my teeth, and he probably think I'm lame, cause I take care of my teeth, and cause my jacket match my t-shirt if it doesn't match my sneakers. Set to cologne, I hope you smell it through your speakers. If I didn't think I'm worth it, I would've bought something cheaper. Smoking some Canadian, I call it Justin Bieber. Ignore on whoever's trying to get me for a feature. Best in the Northwest, man, fuck these other guys. I'ma keep saying that till someone prove me otherwise.
Kid Watts is what the problem is. Kid Watts is what the problem is. Kid Watts is what the problem is. Even if you don't agree, you probably should acknowledge it. Kid Watts is what the problem is. Kid Watts is what the problem is. Kid Watts is what the problem is. Even if you don't agree, you probably should acknowledge it.
Alright, stop, drop, and hold up. No cock block my flow up. I spike a hookah like a damn volleyball. Hold up. Drinking never slowing up. You would think I'm old enough. Hot like a stolen car. Pocket full of stolen stuff. And if I said it, then I did it. And my windows never tinted, but they never see who in it. It's 20 on the limit while I get my R. Kelly on. Getting the ignitions, be on. We're gonna be on. Guy with the verse, I'm the closest thing to it. Pope Farts the first. Yeah, I said it 2 times. God with the verse, I'm the closest thing to it. Pope Farts the first. A lot of rappers talking nonsense. This is Big Boss Talk, young Ron Swanson. I could get it even if I didn't want to rap. Talk about that country music money, call it Johnny Cash.
Kid Watts is what the problem is.
Kid Watts is what the problem is.
Kid Watts is what the problem is.
I was lip syncing the whole time. Like a GQ, fly like a G2. I belong in GQ. Telling me tripping when you ain't scripted, I have a read through. Feeling like you run it, well you don't, kiddo, we do. Kid Watts could get it popping like a blister, reminiscing when I couldn't get a job as a barista. Kids like, hey mister, cause my sister is a fan. Got my picture in a wallet and my sticker on a van. I'm a young mogul, talking on my mobile. I'm freaking global, don't compare me to locals unless it's Mission Mountain Wood Band or Jack Horner. Send these old ass rappers back in the museum corner. What's up? Take a nation a million to turn his back while they talking out of turn. I think you need to learn your facts. Chopping at the bits and he ain't even heard me rap. Get my name Young Farch and I bet he heard of that.
Kid watches what the problem is. Kid watches what the problem is. Kid watches what the problem is. Even if you don't agree, you probably should acknowledge it.
Wow, great turnout tonight, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. So jokes aside, it's been a really, really good show tonight. Farch for president. Actually, I made a really dumb website called farch2020.com. And I was gonna run for mayor of Missoula or something like that, and the whole platform is raise the rent in Missoula. But then I never did anything with it because I thought it was kind of bad taste, and there were better things to worry about. But anyway, just want to let you know if anyone's trying to buy that, I already bought the domain on GoDaddy, so don't try to steal that from me like you guys steal everything else from me. No, but for real, it's been a fantastic show. I know it would be a corny joke if I was like, it's been the best show I've seen all year. But it really has been a great show. Ash was fantastic tonight. And Wilma Laverne Minor was fantastic tonight. Jesse and the other Jesse was fantastic tonight. Caroline was great. Colin, our host, has been phenomenal tonight. For some of the ones that are behind the scenes, that the people at home, I know there's a bunch of people in front of their computers clapping along to feel something, because we don't, just to feel that sense of unity, but keep clapping even though you don't see these people. Chris and Abby, but I didn't even say the names yet. Yeah, don't clap before I say the names. I could have said somebody bad and you guys would have been like, oh, I wish I wouldn't have clapped for Governor Greg Gianforte, gubernatorial candidate for governor in his dreams, governor. Anyway, the following people I'm about to say are the opposite of Greg Gianforte, Abby and Chris Bauman. Especially Abby Bauman. Not only does she not smash cameras, she actually takes pictures, and really good ones. Our stage director tonight, Ken, and Jenny Fawcett for making so much of tonight happen, and also the band Junior has been phenomenal, and they're about to go on after us. And last but not least, Rob Quist, how are you feeling tonight?
Feeling like a buffalo in a bucket hat, baby.
You guys at home can't tell, but he smells like chewing tobacco so bad, and I have to drive him home.
You know I can't play if I don't pack a lip.
All right, well, let's do that. Let's just do that one song that we've been working on. Is that okay? And this will be our last song, and then we will go back to the Thunderbird Motel and talk about the night in your jacuzzi suite. Yeah, we have an Xbox waiting for us. Fuck Goodwill, they don't pay the folks adequate. Until then, I'ma shoplift every chance I get. Best dressed, call me Young Farch Kardashian. Rappers bite the damn hand to feed them like the Anakin. Just check my Spotify numbers, I'm the man again. Then I said bet, but I'm not really into gambling. Got 20 dudes on stage dancing with you. Looking like you bride, have a Brockhampton with you. Then you gotta give half to the half with its managing you. Getting robbed, buddy Michael DeSanta. I'm a champ, but I don't wear a champion. Simmer down, I'll handle it. Ain't a champion belt, eat my champion shorts. Hey, 20 pair of tennis shoes, never play sports. 20 pair of tennis shoes, never play sports. 20 pair of tennis shoes, never play tennis. I hit my wave, now I go crazy. I just made my rent, now I'm so wavy. My old friends talk so crazy. I don't pay attention cause they don't pay me. I don't pay attention cause they don't pay me. Hold up. Rob Quist made this beat, by the way. Hold up. Blonde headed like I'm Nick Carter. Trying to make my life easy on my Dick Carter. You don't really want fade like a bad bar. Trying to do the same as last year, but way harder. Probably never sold a bean if you were to Starbucks. You couldn't even sell a bean if you were to Starbucks. I never sold a bean either, that's the way it goes. I can sing like Element, more like Element. We gotta get off of these kids about mumble rapping like our generation didn't make party rock anthem happen. Things change, you can't fade them. See, innovators never get the credit like a GameStop trading. So now you gotta play me. I got a flat screen where I play DayZ and HD. Play me 2 times when you won't play me. Play 2K or something, cause you'll never play me. And of course, 20 pair of tennis shoes, never play sports. 20 pair of tennis shoes, never play sports. 20 pair of tennis shoes, never played tennis. I hit my wave, man, I go crazy. I just paid my rent, now I'm so wavy. My old friends talk so crazy. I don't pay attention cause they don't pay me. I don't pay attention cause they don't pay me. Can I do like one more verse before we get out of here? Yeah, young farts is what the problem is what I keep saying. I'm on with free Hong Kong and fuck Steve Daines. And my fist got 3 rings like I robbed T-Pain. Her boyfriend said I inspired him to rap. Gee, thanks. Can't blame him though. You ever been to one of my shows? The fucking wild. Bathe the name, baby, my little towels for my child. Got a lot more sons if you count the ones that I fathered this style. And never will you see the day that I'm a deadbeat. Older rappers fading me for clout. Well, that's my pet peeve. So if I get them, say they did it to themselves. Like Jeffrey Epstein, prison bed sheets, more kicks than a Sean O'Malley post-fight spreadsheet. Please don't test me if the last time you had a buzz, kids and wearing V-necks and skinny jeans, singing you're a jerk or doing the reject. And then you didn't pop till someone hopped on the remix. Don't ever think a slight from you could ever make me sick. Nah, it's only Cat, me and Zach go back since Mac Miller had the only hat. Don't lose yet, it's only rap. The last thing for promo, go back and listen to Rodeo. Sign up to vote though, you don't want the smoke though. Thank you. Hey, it's been a phenomenal evening. One more time for everybody else that performed tonight. And I also want to say it's really difficult to perform with a cloth mask on. So I think everyone that performed tonight kind of earned themselves like a championship belt of performing. Like this is definitely like the hard mode of performing. So congrats to all the people that played tonight. Please vote. It's not a game this year. Usually it's just kind of something that you might not take super seriously, but it's a big deal this year. So at least register. Thank you. Oh yeah, definitely. All right, and up next we have Caroline Keys. Caroline Keys, ladies and gentlemen. Another fantastic performer.
Wow. Farts, y'all were amazing. I don't know where Caroline went, but my name is Golden Delicious, and I'm gonna be singing y'all something about the people who have pledged to take action and hashtag #VoteUgthon. And for those of you who are taking action and did not hashtag us, sorry, but these people are getting a song. It'll just take me a second. Chris Bauman, I'm gonna pick up my guitar. I need to tune this thing real quick. So, we're so happy that everybody watched. Wow, Farch and Rob Quist. Y'all. Woohoo! I'm just going to try to weasel my way into your band. Okay, here's a song for everybody who hashtagged us. This bed is on fire for Kia and Nicole Vanek. The strangers complain about the noises above, but Kate Morris is always on top. Oh, oh. Sam balk, she doesn't balk ever. And Stacy, you are our hero. And who am I forgetting? Rachel Patry. Oh, you're all so pretty. you sleeping next to me, I thought I was alone. You're driving me crazy when you coming home. Let Thank you so much for your direct action tonight, and keep on doing it and keep on encouraging your friends to get a voting plan and to text their friends and tell them to get a voting plan. Thanks very much.
We really should have planned in like a moment right now for Colin to be back in the spotlight, but we didn't. So I'm gonna tell you that I just want to thank everyone again a million times over, particularly our artists. Like, they came and did this. They did this in masks. You know what? They sang, they spat rhymes. They did it all with masks on because I don't know if y'all know this, but Montana is the 4th largest super spreader of the virus that Sarah Aswell mentioned earlier. And so it was really important to us to keep everyone safe. So we did this all in masks, which is a particular challenge. And just like thanks everyone, and particularly like thanks Chris Bauman for working through the additional like sound challenges that having cloth in front of your face creates.
Yeah, great work, man.
We came to the ZAC with this idea really at the 11th hour, and the ZAC and MCAT had the infrastructure in place already to really make this happen, and this event wouldn't be here without their help, without their support, without their good organizational bones already in place. So we feel really lucky to live in this place and to have the ZAC and MCAT as resources for the arts community. It's really wonderful.
Yeah.
So thanks all.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you, Ash, and thank you, Kaylin, and thank you, Corey Faye, and Jesse Haddon, and everybody's sets were just amazing. It's just amazing to see that art keeps going on even though we're lonely and we miss each other, and it was really gorgeous to get to be in the same sonic space with y'all tonight. So thank you.
Yeah. So I think we're going to play. I don't know how many folks are still out there or how many of you might know this song, but we're going to play what we think is really an anthem for the time that we live in and for the feelings that we feel. It's written by Ermina Jean. It's called God Damn It. So we invite you, you here at the ZAC to sing along with us, and everyone at home to sing it too. It helps. It really does.
You have to speed into the dark. Yeah, sorry.
Perfectly is how it goes.
That's really hard to breathe.
Should we play one more? Do y'all want to sing? Do y'all want to sing the Roaches?
Oh, yeah,
Let's just do it. We're gonna do one more tune. Yeah, we're gonna do one more tune. It's not ours, but you know what? Don't tell YouTube. Just like hush up.
Whoa.
We're so good at this.
Wow. Go Ken Grindy. Go stage manager. That was all you. Yeah, and Chris Bauman, you don't have to give a whole lot of guitar because it's not the most important thing.
It's about the Vox. Go make your plan. Go make your plan to vote. Go pledge your support for those 5 direct actions. They're super doable. You can do it. You can inspire other people to do it. And you know what? It's really important. Like, there's this big, like, fascist monster looming, and we all have to do, like, a little bit. And we all, like, actually literally can do a little bit. And it just helps a lot to know that. So, go do it. Go and do it.
I can't get over what I saw. I can't change the law of averages. I'm going down. My uncle did it. My daddy did it. I'm beginning to think that it runs in the family. Oh, Thanks, y'all.
Thank you. That's been THON.
Thank
Do
you.
the thing.
Do your thing. Do it. Thank you.